All right, what's up, guys? I know it's been a while since I made a video, so what's going to happen in this video? It's going to take me probably a few days, maybe even a week or so, to make this video. But what I want to do is the time has come to make this car more race ready. It's just it's gotten to the point where I don't drive it hardly at all anymore. I drive my truck all the time, and I just don't use the AC. I want to race it a little bit more. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to, and like I said, I got a little new stool there I got at the flea market for $5. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm basically going to blow the front of the car apart, take the fenders off, and the bumper and all that, and we're basically gonna take every single thing out of this car that doesn't need to be there. All the AC stuff's gonna come out, I mean, windshield wipers, windshield wiper motors. There's all kinds of stuff in here, like the windshield wiper reservoir. There's just tons of stuff that can be taken out of the car. Radio, yeah, so we can take out the radio, all the controls. Hopefully you guys can see this. I know it might be dark. Speakers. Just, if it doesn't make it go, it's coming out. So we're gonna get this car down. I don't know. We could probably get it if I know on my last car, when I stripped it out, I got it down to around 2,400 pounds. So that's probably what this will be at around, maybe less, because that was 2,400 pounds completely stripped, but it had a cage, and it was right around 2,450 with me in it. No, I'm sorry, 2,450 without me in it. It was 2,600 with me in it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'll put you guys on like a time lapse, so I can jack it up and basically start pulling it apart. So that's what this video is gonna be about. And then following that, we'll be taking it to the track, because it's right now it's the middle of August, and racing season's coming up, and I want this thing ready. I want to be able to run like maybe some bracket stuff, take it to Cletus and cars and stuff like that, but I want to just do better than running 1150s and 750s in the 8th. So what else? Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a lot more stuff coming. Probably gonna do a spool, anti-roll. It's just gonna be track. I want to turn it back into a track car. I have my fun driving it. It's a fun daily driver, with the air conditioning and all that. But I don't know. I don't think that driving this car every day, it doesn't really make much sense, because it's a really nice car, and I don't want, to get into an accident in this car or something like that. Just driving it back and forth to Publix and UPS, and just, if something stupid happens and I wreck it, that would be pretty much a shame. But I know the track is not the safest thing either, but the ETs I'll be running in this thing, there's not much chance I'm going to hurt the car running, in the 10s, or, and my goal is to get this thing into the 10s and be able to run 650s, so I can do the two bracket classes, the 650 and 750. I'd like to do both of those. That would be pretty cool. So let me go ahead and put you guys on the time lapse, and I'll start working on it. All right, guys. Instead of doing the time lapse, I'm just gonna update you, as I'm moving along here. We've got a pile of stuff started over here, and I got the belt off. Yeah, I don't know, since I haven't done a video in a while, I don't know, for those of you who don't know, this Foxbody here is swapped with a 1JZ. So that might be news to some people. I don't know. I have some new subscribers, but I'm not sure if everybody knows that this car is a 1JZ swap Foxbody. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, so I went ahead and disconnected the AC lines. Now, don't call the EPA on me, because when I checked the pressure on it. There was no pressure. I haven't driven this car in months. So there must be a slow leak somewhere, and there was no Freon in it. So I just went ahead and disconnected it. So I got to get all this off. All these vacuum lines that go into the driver's compartment. Yeah. So like I said, all this stuff is going to come off. This canister, all these big lines, the AC compressor down here, this power steering pump. Because don't forget, what I did was that power steering pump is not being used because I have a manual rack, and I had to put the power steering pump back on and use it as a pulley for the AC. So it was just spinning with, not being used. I took the internals out of it, and it was just running on a bearing. So it was just like a pulley. But this power steering compressor probably weighs 20-30 pounds. It's pretty heavy. So let me start taking more stuff off, and I'll come back with an update. Okay guys, we're making some progress here. Got the dryer off. That's gone. Got the radiator moved out of the way so I can get to the condenser here. And then what else? Yeah, and then I have to get down in here and get to these lines. So just a little update right there. All right, we got the lines off. All the lines that go to the compressor are off. I'm making a little pile over here of everything I'm taking off. So, oh yeah, and if you don't have a set of these, I highly recommend it. I got these from Jegs. It goes all the way up to -20, and I know it was a few years ago I got it, but it was on sale and it was like dirt cheap. I think I got it for some like $25 or something like that. So I highly recommend them. Okay, so we got our pile of stuff adding up over here. Compressor, really heavy. I don't know what all this stuff weighs. I should probably like weigh it all and just to see, but I'm guessing probably already 80 pounds, maybe more. So yeah, the engine bay is starting to clean up a little bit. You can see they got all this room down here now. No more lines over here. So what I do, I don't know if like a lot of the people that watch my channel know much about the JZs, but when you get rid of like the AC and the power steering and all that, you have to buy like this adapter. It's an adapter that goes on this pulley here that actually turns this into a ribbed serpentine deal, and then it puts tension on the belt that goes around here. It puts tension on the belt. But I came up with a better way for me. What I did was, I'm gonna have to find it, but I made like a bracket, and what that bracket did was I eliminate this tensioner, okay, and then I just run a short belt from the crank up to the water pump and around to the alternator, and then right here, this bolt here, I undo this bolt, and then I put a bracket in between, and then I can tension it off the alternator. And I ran it that way for almost 6 months, and it was totally fine. So I'm gonna do that again. So we're just getting started here. This video could go on forever. So that's where I'm gonna end it right now. I'll pick it back up tomorrow when I start taking more stuff off. But like I said, this is gonna be a process. Like, we're only in the middle of August, so it's gonna take some time. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go through a lot of other things you can do to lighten up your Foxbody too. Like these fender liners up in here, take them out. You just don't want to drive in the rain when you do that. Okay. And just other things like these windshield wiper motors. If you're not gonna be driving in the rain, you don't need windshield wipers. So you take off the wipers, you take off this wiper motor, you take off the washer fluid reservoir. There's like, inside here, there's like a bracket, a big metal bracket that moves back and forth to do your windshield wipers on Foxbodies. That can come off, that's heavy. What else? Oh, and then on JZs, Another thing you guys may not know, because if you're a Foxbody fan, you're used to, you know, the 302 or whatever, but on JZ's, they have this oil cooler that really, for drag racing, it doesn't serve a purpose. You know, it's more for long trips and to keep your oil cool. But if you're drag racing, you really don't need that. It's not necessary. So as you can see, the oil cooler is right here, and it makes the oil filter stick out. So what you do, let me see if I can get a better view of it. Yeah, it's this whole mechanism here, and it's got water lines that run around the block and to cool the oil, but you don't really need it. So I'm going to take all this off, and then I have, yeah, I'm going to take all that off, and basically you use one of these. Okay, it's just a filter nipple, they call it, nipple. And then I'll show you, I don't know if you guys remember, I have this other block too. I have this is a 1JZ block. Then this is a non-VVTI head that I've been working on. But if you can see this here, so this will just screw into right into here like that, and then you just, your filter will go right onto that. So you don't need that cooler. This is just a simple way. I'll probably Loctite that in there or something, but yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna eliminate that too, because like I said, I'm not gonna be driving it long distances. So we'll put this in there and remove all of the water cooling system on it. So what else? Yeah, that means eventually I'm gonna have to get a trailer to trailer this thing to the track, even though I could still drive it. I mean, even without an oil cooler, you could still drive it. It's not a big deal, because it's, like I said, it's more, a lot of people delete them. It's not a big deal. So I'm gonna do that. What else? There's some transmission cooler lines down here too that I need to get rid of. But like, other than that, my next video, what you're probably gonna see is the both fenders, both fenders removed, and the front bumper, and we'll take out everything that, like, everything that's inside the fender wells, and then I'll do a video on taking the dash out. There's probably a ton of videos on that, but it's really not that hard. It just takes time, and you got to be kind of careful with some of the nuts and bolts, so you don't want to crack the dash or anything like that, so or crack the windshield, because you got to get up in here with a I believe it's a Torx bit, but you got to be careful not to hit the windshield. But anyway, all right guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys like it. Hopefully you stay tuned for what's coming. We're gonna be going to the track a lot, so hopefully we get some cooler weather. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, and I'll check you all next time.